Here's part 4 of our open marriage. After ending up in the hotel, my sister helped me to get me to a phone company. I got me a secondhand phone because I didn't have no phone anymore. My phone line got set up. I set up all my apps and then decided to book an Uber on the day my husband was working to go back to the house to pick up a couple of stuff. When I got to the house, of course, yes, he wasn't home. I was getting out of the Uber vehicle and I happened to look up at the house and then I seen somebody pop the blinds open like this and the face I saw was clearly a female face. At this point I'm furious. I'm like, okay, why should there be another female in this house? I unlocked the door before I could go in. I called the cops because I know it's about to go down. I got in the house. Nobody's downstairs. I go upstairs. I try the master bedroom door. It's locked. I went ahead. I took a few hundred of feet back and came with the force from hell and ran my whole body and might and strength into that door, and the door fell inward, and apparently she was standing behind the door, so me and the door fell on top of her and it knocked her out. Before she could wake up, I went ahead and pepper spray her because, child, I don't know how strong you are. You ain't about to take me down in my own house. I grabbed her by her hair that was nicely done. She was wearing this silk gown, and my husband was due to come back in an hour and a half from work. I grabbed her by the hair. I'm dragging her. She came conscious again. She grabbed me, tried to fight me blindly. She was strong. But I dragged her and forced her down the stairs. As she was tumbling, she, luckily grabbed the rail. So I give her, her wrist a very forceful kick. And she lost her balance and fell down the stairs. When she fell down the stairs, I had not shut the door, and I heard the cop screaming, "Freeze, freeze." The cop came in already drawn out. And he was like, "Are you the one who's trespassing? Who live here? Who live here?" He's pointing it in both directions, off of our direction. And I was like, "I'm the one who live here, sir. That's the intruder down there." And she's screaming, talking about how I'm trying to unalive her, how her boyfriend invited her into the house and she didn't know that her boyfriend was married and this and that. So I'm like, thank God she's telling the truth. And then the police was like, "Sorry, ma'am, we're going to have to take you in because obviously if your boyfriend didn't tell you he was married and this is this woman's home, you're not supposed to be here without her permission." So they took her, and when they tried to lift her up, she said she can't walk. She thinks she broke her ankle and her wrist was hurting, her hand was hurting. So they said, "Okay, we're going to get the paramedics to load you in the ambulance." So while they're putting her on the stretcher and everything, my husband comes running like, "How did you know this was happening?" So then I'm like, I have had a flashback. I'm like, okay, maybe he have a hidden camera because we didn't have no security system on the house. And that's probably how he found, he gathered all this information and clips from the conversation between me and his brother to get his brother busted in the military. So he comes, he was like, "That was wicked." And the police said, "Sir, you are responsible for all this. We don't need you, embellishing the drama or anything, but we're going to take her in because she had no business being here. You shouldn't have lied to her." And while they were taking her out, I ordered me another Uber. I'm about to get the heck out of here because I know he wasn't stable the last time I left, and the police ain't about to leave me and him in the house. So I ordered my Uber and I left. When I got back to my hotel, I texted him. I said, "Well, thanks for bringing my phone. This is my new number." And then, 2 days later, he fussing with me how he got to help her with her medical bills. What I did was wicked. That was not necessary. I was like, "No, what you did was wicked. You could have went to her house. If she didn't have a house, you could have went to a hotel. You need to take accountability and yes, help her with her medical bills. But I don't need I want to see no other woman in my house. We're still married. It's my house as much as it's your house." So he was like, "Oh, I'm going to change the lock." I was like, "You change the lock, I'm going to break the door." It's that simple. Me and him drove the same car. And I was not about to spend a penny of my new job earnings to get a new car. So I waited till he was fast asleep on one beautiful night. I went back to the house. All the lights out. His car is parked. And I had already arranged with some people who know how to do the job. We went there. They had the right instrument. It was like, choo, 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 choo. They popped all 4 tires out, popped mine out, and put it on my car. You know, they had his car on a jack. They said, do you want us to leave it like that? I said, no, put the sliced tires on his car. So they put all the 4 sliced tires on his car, and his brand new tires was now on my car. By the time I started the car though, I saw the lights go on. Me and everybody that was in that driveway, we took off. Okay. Of course, the next day he noticed. He had to know it was me because the 4 sliced tires was on his car and I was gone. My husband dragged me to court. And of course, he lost because you sliced my tires. We conveniently have the same cars. And all I did was switch the sliced tires you created on your vehicle so you can take care of the, the expenses, be accountable and stuff like that. He lost the case. He was trying to charge me for that. And the judge just looked at him like he was crazy. Anyways, while y'all hang in for part 5 it is, make sure you check out my product review videos. Anything you buy, you're supporting me because I get a small commission. See you on the next episode. Thank you.